Hey everyone, Lee Constantini, founder of Personal Trainers Elite here. And I'm joined today with Ashley, who has gone through the Personal Trainers Elite Academy. And she's just going to share some words about her experience and her time in the program. So Ashley, just going back in time a little bit, where were you before you joined the Academy? And what was it that you were wanting to achieve inside your personal training business?
So before I started, I had been personal training for different companies and not really enjoying working for them because of various reasons. Don't need to go into the details, but I knew that I eventually did want to either own my business or become a physiotherapist, chiropractor, something of that nature. As a result, all my clients are usually pretty intense with their medical profiles and stuff. So I wasn't ever getting fairly compensated for how complex my clients were. And it wasn't fair to them because they're paying good dollar and I wasn't giving them the value that I knew that I could. So I was frustrated for my clients, I was frustrated for myself, and I was desperate for a change, basically.
So what was it you wanted?
I wanted to have the clients that I liked and I wanted to get paid fairly for all the time that I was putting in, and then maybe a little more.
Absolutely.
And I was just looking for a mentor to help me make that happen because I knew I had all the skill sets. I knew I had the ambition and the power, but I just did not want to do it alone because I wanted to make sure when I branched out that I was doing it the best way that I could. You know, give yourself the best opportunity you can if you're going to try and be self-sufficient. And I was looking around at a couple of business mentors, but you were the only one that was personal training specific. And I'm very happy that I went with you for that.
I appreciate that. And so were you skeptical before joining the Academy?
You're laughing because you know I was. I don't know how many phone calls that we had. I think it was 3 or 4 before I actually committed. And I watched all your videos too. But I was very, very, very hesitant to purchase over the internet. I'm kind of an anomaly where I don't do that at all, ever. You're kind of my first purchase over the internet. And I don't regret it at all. It was a great, going through the funnel system that you have created was a great experience, and you were still very personable, obviously. And I was able to see going through the process what I could be doing, right? Because as I went through your process, it was like, okay, you have these systems in place, and now they can be my systems. So, so I took a big leap of faith and hoped that it would work, and it's working.
Love that, absolutely. So in terms of, you started talking about it there, but some of the solutions that we came up with before we talk about the results, what are some of the things that you did in order to grow your business? Like, what are some of the things you did inside the Academy that has helped you get to where you are?
Okay, all right, and retake. Yes, so inside, I got a lot of skills through the Academy, pretty much all of them. It was great. You have about, at present, you have around 22 modules. So each one of them I found that I learned a lot through, and I'm doing things that I never thought that I could do. And it was relatively pain-free, and I don't have any complaints with how it's running now. So a lot of things, just self-confidence, making sure your business plan is there. Yeah, ensuring you have a business plan before you begin, then putting all that into motion, and then being scared and hitting, buying that first Facebook ad, and then dealing with all the cleanup after. Well, not cleanup, but dealing with all the influx of people. Like, yeah, I've only been doing this. I've launched my ad 3 weeks ago, and I already have 100 leads that I'm working with, and I'm shutting down my program next week.
So slow down there. So yeah, let's dive into that. So some of the results. So in 3 weeks, you've got 100 leads. Let's talk a bit about that. Tell me more about the results, as everybody loves to hear about that. So
oh, for sure. Yeah. So the greatest thing about this is what you said actually in one of the initial videos was the fitness industry is just massive. I think you said 250 billion or something like that. I'm pulling that out of thin air, but it's
Something like that.
ballpark. Billions is all you need to know. And theoretically, you know that, but with this program, it actually lets you just cut off a little bit of that flow into you, because Good Life doesn't need it. Fit for Less doesn't need it. And they would have got it other ways, and they're getting tired of all those places anyway. So all it was is just funneling in a little stream your way. And honestly, it was effortless. Like it's just unbelievable. You wake up every day and you got 10 people reaching out to you that you would never have come across otherwise.
Cool. So more about the results. You mentioned something to me the other week that you're really excited about, that it allowed you to do. So what was the thing that this whole system has allowed you to do?
Well, there's like a lot of things, but I think what you're asking is that I quit my job for sure. My last day was 2 days ago, and I went from getting paid $18 an hour, like face to face, not even everything else, and holding my clients through everything, basically doing all the business admin just the same. Like I'm doing the same amount of work as I was when I was getting paid $18 an hour and building someone else's dream. Now I'm charging $93 an hour and I'm way less stressed. I have joy, lots of joy when I'm in session with my clients, and that joy is infectious. Like it's just been, I'm over the moon because I actually got what I wanted to get. You know, you aim high and you expect a little bit less. Well, I got what I wanted and more. So I'm just so happy. And the limit is my imagination with your program, because now I'm not trading off time for money. It's time for knowledge. So with this business model, I'll be able to continue this for the rest of my life, as long as I keep having imagined, ideas and package some things together. I'm good to go. This is so much more than just 3 months. This is a lifetime course for sure.
I love that. Thanks for sharing that, Ashley. And you mentioned you started running ads 3 weeks ago. You've got 100 leads in. So how many clients have you signed up of just these few weeks of running these ads?
So 100 leads in my funnel has come through. I've made 6 sales so far, but I was only running them at full scale for the last week. So for the first 2 weeks, we were running our guinea pig runs, our trials, and I was able to get at least 3 clients off that. And this week is my busiest for consults yet. I have about 13 booked this week. So we almost should have waited to do this next week, because I'm probably gonna reach my goal of 10 sales.
Amazing.
Pretty quick.
Amazing. Crazy. In terms of revenue, do you know what that looks like, if it's off the top of your head so far?
Yeah, I'm around $7,000 that I've made in 3 weeks. So compared to my last job, I've made 8 months of salary in the last 3 weeks on my own.
Say that one more time. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I've made 8 months of salary in the last 3 weeks compared to my last job. Just by
What?
Yeah.
8 months of salary in 3 weeks. That's amazing. Wow. Incredible. And you're just getting started.
Yes. Just getting started. Sorry, editor.
Wow. That's amazing, actually. I mean, in 3 weeks, you've done what could potentially would have been 8 months of work, and you're doing it for yourself, and you're doing what you love, which is helping those people out there that you're so passionate about helping. And I think that's just it, right? You're doing what you now love doing for yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love the clients that I already have started training. They're basically perfect. We are able to get those clients, your niche clients that you really get your personal satisfaction from gaining from, and you have your endless curiosity. You can do it. You can definitely get those clients. They are out there, and you just need the system to get them. And my clients have all been amazing.
That's awesome.
Exact.
That's awesome. Outside of financial gain, of course, like that's what a lot of people want when they're trying to grow their business. Like, what are some of the things, or what's been one of the biggest shifts you've seen since joining the program?
One of the biggest things in my life would definitely just be joy, I think, and not to be underestimated, because I just like confidence in myself and happiness all around, because I don't know, this one's hard to answer because it's invisible. I'm just so happy within, like before I was all worried about everything else. It's really lack of stress. I think that would be another way to put it. I'm so less stressed working for me because I don't have to worry about everyone else and meeting their expectations, because I set those expectations so I can meet them. It's just changed in every way. I'm much happier every day. I feel more in charge of my destiny. I have more confidence in myself than I ever have, and I'm just so excited to take on the future. I mean, I thought I was before, but now I'm really excited.
I love that. I love that because, as you said, you're in control. And I think so many trainers feel very stuck because they feel out of control, because they don't feel like they actually know what they're doing a lot of the time. But it sounds like you're at a point now where you now know you can control how many clients you get if you want. And you're kind of, yeah, you can decide that part, which maybe before you couldn't do. So that's great.
Mhm.
For anyone who's like, been watching some videos of mine, watching this video, or maybe they've been on the fence or curious about the Personal Trainers Elite Academy, like, is there a couple words you can share to kind of help them, encourage them, if you will, to make that jump and join the Academy?
Yeah, I guess I would say, if you even have the thought that you could do this on your own, you can do it. Most people, as the personal trainer, if you're already in the field, you already have all the skill sets that you need. Perhaps all you need is just a little guidance in the business department, and to make sure that you're doing the best you can, and then have someone to bounce questions off when they arrive. So I knew that theoretically this could work, and that's what pulled me through to take the chance and buy the program. And I was unsure if that was going to be the case. I took the risk, but I'm so happy I did, because I had all the qualities that I need and then some. I just needed a little bit of structure. So you can definitely do it. If you think you can do it. And
Thanks
Lee
for
will
sharing.
help you. Definitely.
Thanks for sharing, Ashley.
Yeah.
I
You've been
appreciate
great. I really appreciate everything you've done for me, Lee. My whole world and life will be completely different for the better.
Wow, just gave me goosebumps there. No, I appreciate that, Ashley. And you've been amazing Academy student, and you've taken action, and you've just living proof that when you take action and you just follow the process, it works. And I'm just so happy that you're in this place now where you can go and do those things in your life that we first spoke about, and do them with joy and confidence. So if you're watching this video feeling inspired by Ashley's story, there's a link somewhere. Feel free to click that link to apply for the Academy. But Ashley, thanks again so much for having this chat and just sharing your experience today with everybody.
Oh, no problem. No problem. If this can help somebody else get the joy and freedom that I now have, I'm over the moon. I'm always here to help in any way. And especially you, because you're really, really top quality. Like, you're really, really fantastic in what you've put together. You're very smart, but you're also relatable, and you've laid it out in a very easy to follow way. So as I said, it exceeded all my expectations. So
Thanks so much, Ashley. Thank you.